Welcome everybody. If you are new to my channel, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Dominique, and today I will be guiding you through a wrist-friendly prenatal yoga class. This class is perfect if you are having some pain in your wrists because we are not going to be doing anything that requires putting weight on our wrists. This will be a nice, simple flow today. So this is going to focus more on calming the mind and relaxation. We'll also work on some movements that will release a little bit of tension, but the idea is to move gently throughout this class. I do have 2 yoga blocks, which I am sitting on, so I invite you to grab 2 yoga blocks in for this practice. You may notice that I also have a yoga bolster up on the side of my mat. If you do not have a yoga bolster, you can grab a pillow that resembles a yoga bolster. We'll go ahead and place the pillow or bolster aside. We won't need that until the end. And to start, we will begin by sitting on our 2 yoga blocks. So I have my 2 blocks long ways stacked. And then you'll just go ahead and bring the knees down and sit back on the blocks. And to begin, we'll start with some breath work to help us center and to relax. Know that the next few moments are all yours. So anything that may have been going on prior to your practice, just let it go. Allow yourself to be here in the present moment to serve you. And you're welcome to close the eyes or just keep your gaze heavy down to the earth. And then just start with a natural cadence of the breath. Inhales and exhales, however they see fit for you and your body today. And then notice what you can change to lengthen the inhales and exhales. Continuous breath, filling the body with oxygen. And then see if you can turn the breath into a 360 type of breath. As you inhale, your rib cage will expand out, but it'll also expand forward and back. And then as you exhale, everything contracts in. So as you inhale, it's like a balloon inflating up 360 degrees. Exhale, release. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, release. Last one. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, release. Find a natural cadence with the breath here. Notice the shift of when you started to now just by lengthening the inhales and exhales. And if there's an intention that you would like to set for this practice, I invite you to do so now. It could be something as simple as relaxation, relieving tension, or just being in the present moment. We'll take a few more moments here in stillness. Then go ahead and release your arms alongside the body. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead. Find length through the arms. As you exhale, bend through the elbows. Slight open of the chest. Perhaps you gaze up towards the ceiling. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, release, bend, open up through the chest. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, bend. This time we inhale the arms overhead. As you exhale, the hands come to the low back. Interlace the fingers. Roll the shoulders up towards the ears. Slide them down the back and remain here. Breathe. Allow the collarbones to be broad, creating space in the heart chakra. Then begin to bring the hand packet over towards your left hip and pull your left elbow back. You can stay here, or if you would like a little bit more, drop your left ear over to left shoulder and perhaps the eyes close. Deep inhales and exhales. continuous breath. And then if left ear is towards left shoulder, release it, come back to center. If your eyes are closed, perhaps they open. And then we release the hand packet to low back. Release the interlace of the fingers. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bend through the chest. Perhaps you gaze a little higher this time. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, bend through the elbows. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, bend. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, release the hands to low back. Opposite interlace of the fingers this time. Inhale, roll the shoulders up towards the ears, slide them down the back. We won't hold as long here. So whenever you're ready, begin to bring the hand packet over towards your right hip and pull your right elbow back. You can stay here or drop right ear to right shoulder. Perhaps the eyes close. Couple of more rounds of breath. If your eyes are closed, begin to flutter them open. If your ears towards the shoulder, release, come back to neutral, and then we release the hand packet behind us. Let that go, then you can start to roll out your wrists here if you would like. Perhaps you continue to bring the arms overhead, and then we'll bring them right back down. Now, using some assistance, you'll walk your knees a little bit wider, and then you can place a hand for a little bit of support as you bring your right foot forward. And then we switch to the other side, bring your left foot forward so you are in a supported squat on your blocks. Now, it's up to you if you would like a closer stance or a wider stance. If you have any pain in the front of your pelvis, I recommend a shorter stance. If you do not have the pain and you would like to go wider, you can do that as well. So we'll take a few moments here with integrity through the spine. Hands come on top of the knees. Inhale, pull the chest through. Exhale, slight tuck of the chin, round through the back. This is a very small movement because we don't have much room on the block. So inhale, pull the chest through. Exhale, very small movement as you round. One more time. Inhale, pull the chest through. Exhale, round and hold. One more breath here. Chin to chest. Then release, come back to neutral. So again, if you're having any pelvic pain, you'll keep the feet closer together and you can still go into the movement that we're going into. It'll just look a little bit differently. For those who have your feet wider, you can keep them where they are, or you can walk them even wider because we're about to exalt this pose. So we'll start on the left side. Your left hand will come down either to the ankle, the foot, or to the earth, and then inhale, lift your right hand up towards the ceiling, gaze up towards right hand. If your legs are closer together, it'll look more like this. Now we want to think rotation from bra strap up. And if you have a lot of mobility in your right shoulder, you can go ahead and wrap your right hand behind the back. Breathe here. One more full round of breath. And if the hand is behind your back, release, and then we all come back to center, and we'll take a moment here. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Natural cadence with the breath, and we move to the other side. So your right hand comes down either to the ankle, foot, or earth, and left hand up towards the ceiling, gaze up towards the left hand, breathe here. Equal and opposite energy, arm to leg, leg to arm. And if you would like to wrap your left arm behind the back, go ahead and do so now. A couple more rounds of breath here. And if the arm is behind the back, release. And then we all come back up to neutral. So now we're going to fold over the inner thighs. If your legs are wide, you can keep them there, and then you can always adjust them a little bit wider if you would like. If your legs are closer together, then again, your fold's gonna look a little bit more different and a little bit more simple. And also depending on how much baby is in front of you will determine how much you'll be able to fold. You might even just wanna cross your arms and drop the chin to the chest. If legs are wider, both hands down to either the ankles, foot, or the earth, and then begin to drop the chin to the chest. And then if your arms are inside your legs, you can go ahead and push the arms into the legs to find a little bit more of a stretch through the inner thighs. And if you have even more mobility, you can really wrap the arms to the outside of the legs. Drop the chin. Loosen the jaw. Perhaps you wiggle the low jaw left and right. One more full round of breath here. Then very slowly and gently with ease, come back up, and we all have a closer stance with the legs in line with the hips. We'll take another moment here, integrity through the spine, sit up tall. Perhaps the eyes close as you breathe, and we'll take 4 more rounds of the 360 breathing. So you'll inhale, imagine that your rib cage is opening up like there's a balloon filling with air, and exhale, release. 3 more times, inhale, fill up, 360 degrees. Exhale, release. Last 2. Last 1. If eyes are closed, begin to flutter them open. So now we'll gently come off of the blocks in the best way that you see fit for your body. So a good way to do that is to go back into the position that we started in by bringing your ankles back, or you can try a cross-legged position, which I think is super fun. You'll go ahead and cross at the ankles, then you'll roll yourself over so you're supported by the legs to remove the blocks from behind you, and there's not really any weight going into the wrists for this transition, and then you sit yourself back. So now we're in a simple seat. It doesn't matter which leg is crossed in front, whatever's most comfortable for you. Then inhale, lift the arms up overhead. As you exhale, twist towards the left. Remember, from bra strap up, so there's a lot of integrity through the spine. Right hand to right knee. Then begin to gaze beyond left shoulder as much as you can. If you feel as though you can't go very far today, that's okay. Do what you can. And then use your left knee as leverage to help you twist. Perhaps you twist a little bit farther with each exhale. Last 2 rounds of breath here. And then you'll slowly release, come back to center. Take a moment here, a full round of breath before we go to the other side. Then again, inhale, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, we twist towards the right this time. So left hand to right knee, right hand on the earth behind, integrity through the spine. Twist from bra strap up and gaze over your right shoulder. Use your right knee as leverage to help you twist. One more full round of breath. Very slowly release the twist, come back to center. Another full round of breath at the center. And if you aren't already, go ahead and spin towards the back of your mat. Knees are bent, feet are planted. Hands come to the back of the legs, so on your hamstrings, and then start to heel toe your feet the width of the mat. So there's a lot of space in between your thighs. We'll move through a cat-cow variation. It'll be easier now than it was on the blocks, and perhaps you can get a little bit more movement. So we inhale, lift, pull the chest through. Exhale, round, tuck chin to chest. Inhale, lift, pull the chest through. Exhale, round, tuck chin to chest. Again, inhale, lift, pull the chest through. Exhale, round, tuck chin to chest. A couple more times, just like this. Moving at your own pace. Then when you're finished, we'll all meet at the top. You'll drape your arms over your knees, hands on the ankles, and then just tuck the chin to the chest, drop the head here. You can bring the jaw over towards each armpit, creating space in the upper back, the traps, finding a stretch in the space between the shoulder blades. One more full round of breath here. And then slowly begin to release and make your way up. So we have a few options for our final pose. If you are near a wall, you can go ahead and set yourself up against the wall with as many or as little props as you would like, and you can close out just like this in a seated position. Otherwise, if you are in your first or second trimester, you can set yourself up in Supta Baddha Konasana. So if you've practiced prenatal with me before, you know exactly what that looks like. You'll take your 2 blocks just like this, and then bolster will be on the mat, and then lay the bolster on the blocks. Just go ahead and adjust as you need to make sure the bolster is nice and stable on the blocks and there's support from the blocks. I don't know what's going on with me today. I'm having a little bit of trouble. There we go. Had to come a little bit farther down. And then you'll bring your tailbone up towards the bolster and roll yourself back. If you are in your third trimester, you'll come into a side laying Shavasana. So you can either use a bolster or pillow, whatever you have, or you can just use your blocks. And then what you'll do is you'll lay on one side. One leg will be on the earth and the other will be supported by the bolster, the blocks, or a combination of both bolsters and blocks. So take a moment, find your way into your position. And once you arrive, we'll all bring the right hand to the navel. You can start to rub your belly and bring awareness to baby. Perhaps you say hello and start sending some loving energy to baby. If eyes aren't already closed, you can go ahead and close your eyes here. Taking a moment to show gratitude to your body and all the remarkable things that it's doing. And then inviting compassion into you and your body. And also patience. Patience, compassion, and gratitude are 3 feelings that could really help you in your pregnancy to relieve stress or manage stress. There's a lot of stress associated with making a baby, and that's okay. We honor it, we manage it, and we do the best we can to let it go. And eventually you'll start to come into stillness. Perhaps you give the body a quick scan, starting at the crown of the head, moving down through the face, the arms, the torso, the legs, the feet. Taking inventory and checking in. Allowing yourself a few more moments of stillness, a few more moments of relaxation. Knowing that yoga is always available to you throughout your practice. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, know you can always make your way to your mat. If you're unable to make it to the mat, then simply just invite in the 360 breathing to help calm you and bring you to the present. 2 more breaths here. And if you are in Supta Baddha Konasana, you'll use your hands to help gently make your way up. If you're in a side laying position, invite movement with the fingers, toes. And then you'll go ahead and take your leg off of your props and use your hand to help press you up. Whichever position you closed out in, we all meet in a simple seat. You can use your blocks for support underneath your simple seat if you would like. And if you are in a simple seat with no props, then you can go ahead and flip so you have the opposite leg in front than you did earlier, if that helps you feel even. Integrity through the spine. Left hand to the heart, right hand to either baby or the earth. And then bow your head, again inviting gratitude back in. Inviting compassion back in. And invite patience back in. Anjali Mudra, prayer hands, both thumbs press into the heart space. Thank you so much for tuning in and flowing with me today. If you liked this quick practice, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. I will see you next time. Thank you.